Okay, I'm going to start out by apologizing for the wind. It's very windy today. I came out to this park and I just thought I'd test it out, walk around for a little bit. If I didn't see anything, I'd leave. Well, I didn't walk more than 10 feet from the truck, and looky here, a 1964 Roosevelt dime. That is silver. That is my first silver in, golly, December. That's 3 months without silver. Alright, I think I'm gonna maybe walk around here a little bit more and be a little bit more careful. And after this find, I think there might be possibilities out here. Spend a little bit more time. I'm going to leave the detector in jewelry mode, which means I'm going to pick up a lot of junk and see what I can find. And if I start picking up too much junk, I'll change it over into coin mode and see if I can discriminate some of the junk out. Found that dime right there. Man, I got 5 inches of leaves. I believe this was a campsite. So nature trail walks and a campsite at one time. Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts. I know what that is. It's my wedding ring. There it is. It's a badly corroded dime. And I won't be able to tell what that is till I get home. Should have brought my magnifying glass. All right. Well, I know we have silvers around here, so I'll dig that signal all day. sound super point or anything. Really hard to pinpoint that one. There's too much metal in the ground here. Let's see what we have. There's just no digging a plug here. The wire connector. Looks like the lid of something. It says vanilla on it. It's trash. Okay, I'm right beside a tree. What I'm doing, I'm just going around the big trees. There's 20-something acres out here, so, and I'm just wandering aimlessly about. I had a strange signal. The first thing I pulled out of the hole was a live 22 round. What was that, a 22 long? Is that what you call that? And then I had something else, of course, a modern quarter. It's one of the state quarters, whichever one has the eagle on it. What is that? Can't see. It's kind of nice to get a quarter rather than a penny. The bullet was kind of odd. Now a little earlier I've already found some pennies and a nickel and a dime. I don't know what else. I also found this. Now I don't know what that is. That Back end looks like a bullet. Front end's plastic. I don't know if that's used in construction or a starter's bullet. I don't know what that is. If you know, let me know. It's obviously been fired. And let's see if there's anything else in the hole. There's not. I was hoping there was. It was a strange tone it was giving me, going back and forth, having the two things, the bullet and the quarter, so close together. Let's back off and see if there's anything else around this tree. Seems to be something else. It's a coin. It's probably a penny. No? Yep, it's a penny. It's a modern penny. Alright. Something else. It's up against the tree. Oh, there's a dime. Now, considering the other two coins I pulled out of there were modern coins, I'm sure this is too. Can't see the date on this. Now that silver dime I pulled out was real shiny, and I could see that really easy, even with my bad eyes. Really can't see a date on that one. Anything else here? See. Now here's something I hate about my garret. Usually when you shake it real hard, or watch this. I don't like that. I see that a lot from other people with the garrets. One of my complaints. You're going along and you get a twig and you get that noise. I think you have something for just a second. It does force you to swing a little smoother. I guess that's a good thing. I think that's a tripod. Alright, I finished going around that tree. Nothing but trash. I had a pretty good time. I found I don't really know how many I found. Found a few dimes, a quarter, some pennies, a nickel. Tons and tons of junk. Do I think I'll return there? I don't know. I really need to. I saw the for sale sign, a Century 21 on it, and that's the biggest reason why I left. I don't know if that's a public park anymore. I could swear at one time that was part of the nature trail of that park, right beside it. But it may not belong to them anymore, so I need to do a little bit more research before I return back. Or if I return back, because there was a lot of junk. Plus, I can see that it's starting to rain. So this spring break I managed to get out 3 times and recorded 3 times, my first 3 videos. I hope you enjoyed them, and I'll try to make some more. Alright, first chore when I get home. Get rid of the live bullet. There we go. Go dump this powder out. And there we go. Now I will throw that in the trash. The second thing I do when I get home, I clean all my equipment. The pinpointer, you can get them wet. And if you're metal detecting and you don't have a pinpointer, you're wasting a lot of your time. And you're making ugly holes in the ground. This is a must-have for any metal detector. There you go. Let me get a paper towel. And when I got this, when I was looking for a pinpointer, I went on YouTube and I noticed that everybody had the Garrett or Pro pointer, and they were all raving about it, saying it's the one to have. So that's the one I got. It'll run you about $120 to $130. But there's 2 modifications you should do that I saw other people on YouTube doing. First, there's a little speaker here. Now, they say that this is waterproof. I don't know if it's waterproof or water resistant. There is a difference. But the first thing you should do is take some black tape or any tape and cover up the speaker. It's still loud enough. I don't have any problem. Plus, it's got it vibrates. That's because you get this thing really dirty and you'll cake it up with all of the dirt, and you don't want to do that. Second, this is my idea. The button here, it is a waterproof button, but I also placed black tape specifically over the button. And there you go. It's clean and ready to go back into action. Second thing I do, clean my digger. I really don't know the correct pronunciation for this particular digger. I've heard people call it a lesh, a leshy, a leshay. I'm just going to call it my digger. But this specific one is the one you want to get. And the reason being is it's very tough. If you go down to Home Depot, you can get a $9 digger. It'll probably work just fine. First time you put some serious weight behind it to pop something out of the ground, or you dig into a piece of rock, you may find your digger is in two pieces. And I watched one YouTube video, and I watched a guy and he poked his digger in the ground and it just snapped right off. I have to find that video. This digger, make sure, I highly suggest you get one of these. Make sure you clean it off or wipe it off. Make it dry because it will rust. And if you don't clean it, like I forgot to do a couple of digs ago, I got in such a hurry I didn't clean my stuff, and I pulled it out 2 days later, big old pile of rust. And if that happens to you, it's easy to clean with CLR. It just took it right off. CLR, you need to send me some money for that little advertisement. But there you go. I would definitely invest in that. It does come with the holster, which is nice. And the Garrett comes with its own little holster too. I don't know what other people are using for belts. I just went down to the hardware store and bought a simple belt. I think this one was, I don't know, $6. And then I just got a simple pouch. This is really a tool pouch where you hammer it. It was cheap. I think that was a whole $7 or $8. And I highly suggest getting the cheapest gloves you can. And these I love. They're cloth, and apparently they've been dipped into something. I love this plastic or rubber on it. I think these are like $2 or $3. And if you rip it up at $2 or $3, it really doesn't bother you. I used one pair for months. And now I'm ready for the next dig. Okay, boys and girls, it's time for a teachable moment with Tracy. This is my little pouch. When I find a coin, I put the coin in. Let's say like this dime. Nice and secure, right? Got a belt loop. Now, make sure you have something real good to keep your coins in. Oh, wait. My dime fell out. I should purchase something a little bit more secure to put my coins in. Why? This is today's finds. Do you notice something missing? That's right, boys and girls. There's no 1964 silver dime. Of all the coins to fall out of my little pouch, the 1964 silver dime fell out. So, here's my teachable moment to you. Buy a good secure pouch to put your findings in. And so this ends Teachable Moment with Tracy.